welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Gaming News Podcast. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And if you are watching this on YouTube, surprise, this is live on Twitch. And you can catch this live on Twitch. If you like this podcast, you watch it live on Twitch every other Friday at roughly 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we're going to be recording these live on Twitch. We recently moved to do all of our podcasts live on Twitch. And today is the first day we're doing that. So if you like what you see, if you like this podcast, and you want to see it live, that's where you do it. And the link to the stream is in the description of this video and every other video we make. Let's talk about video games. I believe I start on this one.
Yeah.
Because Okay. So I played Guardians of the Galaxy. Not going to talk about it. Pretty sure we're going to talk about it when you talk.
Sure.
But I have been completing Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. I tried to complete it before recording this so I could be like, I did it. But I'm not quite there yet. But I want to talk about my experience. Metal Gear Solid 5, I've showed it to you before. It is a stealth action game. It's not super difficult unless you're trying to 100% it. And I will say what I think most people would say with most video games. You should not 100% this game unless you really, really want to. So this is my fourth playthrough of this game.
Okay.
And I feel like in the past I've been like, I'm going to 100% it, and then I was just like, I'm good. The only reason I kept with it this time is because I actually turned the game on to be like, how far along am I? Let me just do whatever I was doing, and my save file was not there. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just start over. But the way that game stores like your resources, I had a bunch of stuff saved like online that I could just use in my account. So I had like a pretty easy go of the first like half of the game because I just had a bunch of free stuff left over from previous playthroughs, I guess. So completing Metal Gear Solid 5 has been a lot. Just to give context, there's 50 missions. 31 of them are the main game. You
Sure.
get credits. If you want to stop playing, do it there. The next, what is the math on that?
19?
The rest of the 19 missions, probably 6 of them have story stuff, a little post-game content. And then the rest of the missions are old missions you already did, but on a harder difficulty.
Oh, okay.
So there's 51 of those. And then there's 157 side missions. The side missions are a little easier because they don't have a letter grade. In order to 100% the game, you have to beat each mission S rank, which is not as hard as it sounds. But the side missions don't have a rank. You just do them and then you get a check mark. So when you get later on in the game, I have a costume that literally his running speed is faster than the fastest car in the game.
Oh, wow.
And also I can turn completely invisible. So what I end up doing is I just turn completely invisible, run in, extract the prisoner right in front of them, leave, side mission done. So that was pretty easy. The tough part, the really difficult part, is the mission tasks. So each mission has anywhere between 3 to 8 like optional sub-missions.
Okay.
And some of them are as easy as look at the dude, you know? Maybe your mission objective is tail this dude until he gets here and then hear the conversation he has, then kill him. But one of the optional challenge tasks is just look at him so we can like analyze his face or whatever. And some of them are as hard as like your mission is to like start at A and then go to B and then travel from B to C. But there's also E and D, and E and D have 6 prisoners walking in between them, and you have to save them in a specific order, or else they'll die. And sorry, just making sure everything's. And it's like you have to do that and this, and it's like so they really range in difficulty from like just do the damn thing to look up a guide. There's across the 51 missions. there's 283 mission tasks. I have 15 left, and that's it.
Wow.
I've captured every animal. That was not as fun as it sounds. I did every mission S rank. If you do want to complete this game, definitely S rank all the missions, then go back and do the challenge tasks, because S ranking is how you unlock the character who runs super fast. And by that time, you should have the armor upgrade. You should have the power to turn completely invisible. Doing the challenge tasks gets a little easier if you save them for last. But I can't say I recommend doing this. Really good game. Couldn't recommend it enough. And it's weird, right? Because like eventually my save file is going to say 100%, and I'm going to be like, look, isn't that cool? Look, I did it. And like your save file having 100% complete like means something so different in other games. Like taking Spider-Man, for example, like most games, 100%ing that game just turns into a checklist.
Right.
And you could probably get through that 100% checklist if you really, really were playing this game nonstop in like 2 or 3 days. But this one is like, there's a lot. It's been a lot. But I'm almost done. Also, the reason I save challenge tasks for last is because when you S rank everything, you get that costume. But if you beat all the challenge tasks, you unlock nothing except the last trophy. And of course, the way PlayStation works, when I say I have 1 trophy left, I really mean I have 2, because one of them is get all the other trophies.
Right.
So that's happening. It'll definitely happen tonight, if not tomorrow. So definitely by next podcast, I'll have 100%ed Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, which is a really great game, but maybe don't do what I did. Your turn to talk about video games.
So I've had an interesting couple of weeks with video games. So like last week I wasn't really last podcast I wasn't really talking about the last couple of weeks. This time I am going to talk about the past couple of weeks, 'cause I've had some pretty weird weeks with video games. So to start,
No, sorry, just our setup. I forgot, and I'm looking
forgot
back
what
at
we're
it.
looking at.
Yeah.
To start, I got super into Breath of the Wild. Yeah. As you know.
Yeah.
I beat all 4 of the
nice.
The ancient
the Guardians.
Sure.
They're called Guardians.
Okay.
The things that move around, you control them from the menu. Yeah.
Still trying to get the shield. Once I get the shield, I'm going to feel comfortable getting Ganon. I think I know where it is. I think I'm already doing what I need to do.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, where do you think the shield is?
Terrytown.
Oh, okay.
Not sure, and that's just my theory, and if not, I'll keep looking, because I really want that. I'll feel like I've completed the game once I get that shield.
So what you're sitting on right now is all 4 Guardians, Master Sword in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to... You don't have to, just curious. Are you going to do all 120 shrines?
I'm trying.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm trying, especially because you told me there's something cool.
I have gone on record saying that the reward you get, and this will kind of inform you that it's probably not the shield, but the reward you get for completing all 120 shrines is one of my favorite rewards that you are given in any video game ever.
It should be, because it's super tough. I mean, I'm a little over 60 right now, and before, when we had that conversation, I went home and I was like, I genuinely don't know how many shrines I've done. I've got to be almost done. And then I looked at it and it was like 40-something, and I was like,
right.
What?
Right.
So
sorry, I just remembered.
That's okay.
The shrines are difficult, sure. I feel like more difficult is finding them all.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the hardest part. I'm doing 2 things. I'm doing everything you need to do for Terrytown, and I'm trying to find all the shrines. That's my to-do list as far as I'm concerned right now.
And are you someone who is against looking up a guide to locate the 120 shrines?
I'd like to give it my fairest shot.
Yeah.
I can.
I totally
and
empathize
if it's
with that.
Just outrageous, then, I'll switch it up. I'll do what I have to do.
Right.
Because I do want to complete the game, but I'm going to give it my darndest first.
Well, complete the game means something different for Breath of the Wild, because then you have the 900 plus Korok seeds.
Oh, see, yeah, I'm not
which
doing that.
even when I was super into Breath of the Wild, I had a couple different, like, maybe I'll start playing Breath of the Wild again, and then I did. It was just the same playthrough that I just kept going back to. I was eventually like, I'm going to try for the seeds. And I got to like 420, somewhere around there, and I was like, there's like 500, right? And I looked it up, and it was like, no, there's 900, and I was like, holy shit. I was finding a seed like every 15 meters.
Oh, I bet.
And I was like, how have I, like, the entire fucking map is seeds. How am I halfway through this goddamn seeds?
Right. No, I mean, I if I run into one and it's easy enough,
yeah,
I'll do it.
Oh, of course, because that's where you get your bag
Storage,
upgrades, right? Yeah. Something you can't do in the pacifist run. Pacifist, what's the other word? Pacifist. Vegan, yes.
Yeah. So, I play guitar. I've been trying to work out, and I was playing the shit out of Breath of the Wild. I started to get carpal tunnel syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad.
Just brief description of that, what that is, in case people don't know.
My wrists hurt. It's very taxing to do minimal things. They feel very strained. I mean, I wasn't diagnosed with it, but I know what was happening. I was utilizing my wrists way too much.
It's definitely like, even if you went to a doctor and they were like, no, you don't have carpal tunnel, it's one of those things where it's like, you will if you keep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was headed for some bad stuff. So I've definitely chilled out on video games. Before I did, though, because literally Christmas happened, I got a PS5, and then my wrists really started hurting.
Right.
So I was like, well, I'm going to try this out. So I did put in Guardians.
Nice.
So
just for context, I've beat the whole thing at this point.
Cool. I'm pretty fresh on it. I just started. You mentioned something that I kept in mind when I started this game, and you said it really felt. Funny enough, we were talking about this earlier. It felt very Dungeons and Dragons inspired to you.
Yes, in fact, I'm making a whole video essay on the topic.
Exactly. And I definitely see where you're coming from. I wasn't too sure at first, but the enemies definitely seem a bit D&D inspired. The way they do hit points, way they let you grow the party and what they're able to do and stuff.
They also they refer to combat as encounters.
Yeah.
I've never seen a video game, not even a D&D licensed video game, do that.
They also allow you to like really decide what's going to happen.
Oh, that's basically when I say this game is D&D. I'm not going to talk about this a lot because I am doing a video essay on it. But when I say this game is D&D inspired, there's literally Dungeons and Dragons is two things. It's combat and role playing. Both of them are in the game.
Oh yeah.
There's sections where your conversations that you're having matters, and there's sections where the conversations don't matter.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're broken up by battle segments. I like to listen to podcasts while I'm gaming. Didn't listen to anything the whole time I was playing because these characters never shut up, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, there was a section where we were in an elevator, and it was me. I can't remember names. I haven't played the game in a little bit just because I'm being careful with my hands. But there was a Nova Corps captain or whatever and her daughter.
Yes.
Having a conversation with the two of them.
The daughter's name. Oh man, it's not there. I don't remember. I had both of them in my head at one point.
I didn't realize the conversation mattered till it ended, and it was like, this could have gone south. It didn't, though, because you did things properly.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions.
Sure.
I know you're early on. I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously.
No, yeah.
What do you... Okay, first of all, what do you think about the voices? Because they clearly were like, we want you to sound as close to the MCU as possible.
Yeah, no, that was very clear. Find it interesting. I guess they really didn't want to pay to license any of the MCU characters because they like went out of their way to make Peter Quill blonde, but every aspect of the voice acting is like do it like the MCU.
And the MCU costumes are in the game.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure about that. Is that DLC or is that like you can get the costumes?
No, the costumes are hidden in the levels.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I like the way they did this. There's a chapter select. If you miss a costume or a collectible or whatever, you can enter a chapter in chapter select, literally go until you find it, and then exit out without saving and go back to your main game, and it'll be there.
That's cool.
And I don't like what Bradley Cooper has done to Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon's voice has gone through an evolution.
Yeah.
Because the first, and for a while there, only ever time that Rocket Raccoon had a voice was in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And he had a Scottish accent. And I was like, that's awesome. This guy's cool. If only he was in a movie. And then he was. And then I know who I wanted to voice him. But they got Bradley Cooper. I was like, okay. And then Bradley Cooper kind of just did. It's not just Bradley Cooper's voice, which I do appreciate, but it's definitely like, he's doing a rough voice, but like there's no Scottish accent.
Right.
It doesn't sound and like cut to the second Marvel vs. Capcom game, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity or whatever it was called, and he sounds like the movie. And now cut to this game, and they literally got like a Bradley Cooper impersonator. You know?
Right. And funny enough, I knew this was gonna tick you off. The artistic stylings they chose for Rocket, as far as physical features go, are 100% what the Scottish Rocket Raccoon looks like with the twisted goatee.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he looks incredible, but he sounds like Bradley Cooper. What do you think of the relationship, or lack thereof, between Star-Lord and Gamora?
Yeah, see, we haven't really delved into that too much. It's been very platonic, though. With, not a lot of back and forth between the two of them.
I think I like it better. I know I've seen the whole game and you haven't. I think I like them being just friends better than the Marvel on-screen romance. I don't know.
Well, the Marvel on-screen romance has just gotten so separated. I mean, in this upcoming movie, he's essentially going to be starting from square one again, and it's
right.
They never actually got together. What are you doing, Marvel?
Yeah. No, it seems like the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie is probably going to be all about that. But we'll see. Last and final thing I wanted to talk about. So, have you gotten to the birthday party yet?
No.
The flashback birthday party?
No.
Okay. Then never mind.
I think I completed chapter 1 and was like, I'm going to give my hands a rest.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're at Nova Corps, that might be chapter 2.
Oh, maybe I started. Oh, you know what it was? I think it's just like there wasn't a hard stop.
Right. Yeah. You don't go back to the ship every mission, every chapter.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, we'll start this and then I'll be done.
Yeah. Chewbacca made it into the game. Is what I was going to talk about.
Oh.
There's a
not
little
Groot. Oh yeah.
He has a little Chewbacca
I
action figure. Yeah.
I did see that.
It makes sense because it's Marvel.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I understand why and how it's in there. It looked really good.
Yeah. At first, I was like, "That's Chewbacca, baby," and then he called it Chewbacca. I was like, "Oh, it is Chewbacca." Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but there's another licensed non-Marvel character that shows up in the same fashion, and I was like, interesting. So when you get to it, I really want to talk about it.
Okay.
But I'm glad you're liking it.
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely love that game. I think I'm gonna do this Sunday is Jeopardy and next Sunday is Guardians, because I kind of want to play Guardians again. I was playing Metal Gear Solid 5. I beat the game, right? Got the credits, and then I was like, well, time to play Guardians, and I played Guardians in 2 days because I'm a monster. And then I went right back to Metal Gear, and I've been playing that ever since. And now that I'm so close to 100%ing it, it's all I can think about. So I do want to play it again before my video essay. But I really, really liked it.
That's awesome.
But the music though.
Oh, the music. Yeah. We meant to talk about that.
So something interesting happened. You and ostensibly you and I made 2 videos about Guardians 3 and Thor 4, I guess, and what their soundtracks could look like.
Yes.
So obviously there's a theme to how Guardians games and media
There's
does
a set
soundtracks.
of rules.
Right. That we tried our best to follow, especially in the Guardians one. Something interesting happened. None of the songs that you picked for Guardians 3 ended up in the game, but one of the songs you picked for Thor 4 ended up in the Guardians game.
I did notice that.
That would be Heart Can't...
Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah, Kickstart My Heart.
Crue.
Yeah.
So we will be suing.
So I think we can... Not that this ever mattered or was the question, but I think we can confirm that as far as your lists go, Kickstart My Heart will not appear in Guardians 3.
Yeah, they kind of dicked me on that one.
But that was one. That was for Thor.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, but it's Thor 4, Guardians 4. I mean, the point of making a Thor 4 soundtrack, comparatively similar to, I think we also broke the rules a bit for 4 as far as the Guardians rules are concerned.
Right, because it's not a Guardians movie.
Right, but they, the reason that video essay even works is because it's closely related to the Guardians, and, we had a fun reason why it matters. I think I'm on the right track, though. See, the fact that song even made it into the game makes me feel like I'm moving in the right direction.
That was my thought too. I was like,
holy shit, he picked one.
I was essentially like, he didn't nail it. Like, this isn't Guardians 3, but like, he's close. And the fact that none of your Guardians 3 songs made it into this game, I was like, clearly there was talk of like, there had to have been talk with James Gunn of like, don't use any of the ones I used. Don't use any of the ones I'm going to use.
Don't use any from that video essay. Those are all mine.
Don't use any of the ones from that video essay. I'm going to buy it soon. But also, there's a couple that I would not have included.
Okay.
Not because they're bad songs. In fact, I'm about to list 3 of my favorite songs. But there are songs that I just wouldn't associate with the Guardians. Those would be Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Okay.
Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham, and The Final Countdown by Europe.
That one I could see. The other 2, I'm with you. I'm not saying that's a front runner in my mind, but but I could see that one making the final cut. I had like we were just saying, I haven't heard a ton of music. But Kickstart My Heart is, maybe it's just because I'm hyped that it was one that I picked.
Yeah.
But that is my favorite one I've heard so far. I think it's a very fitting song for the Guardians.
The one of the songs they picked, the ones I think that fits the best, and maybe my view is skewed because of the trailer, because this was in the trailer, but I really like the I Need a Hero.
Oh, sure. That's a good one.
Yeah. There was no spoilers, of course. There's a big, long boss fight, and in that game, when you do a huddle up, after you succeed or fail on the huddle up, that's when they play the 80s tune.
Yep.
And because it was such a long boss fight, I got the whole song.
Oh,
it just made the fight and also when you're playing D&D, you put music on in the background.
Right.
And it feels, I don't know, it feels like you,
no,
the
you're
player
making some
is the
comparisons.
DM, and I don't know, it's really cool. Give me one hot sec.
Sure. No, I mean it definitely feels D&D inspired. I was definitely hyped. I meant to mention that about, haven't gotten close. Listen, if Guardians 3 comes out and even one of those songs is in it, I'm gonna piss my pants. But I'm gonna feel so validated in that video essay I made 5 years ago. Or Thor. Oh, it does bother because like Kickstart My Heart. In my mind, I can't think of all the songs we utilized in that list, but Kickstart My Heart, like, if you were like, gun to my head, which one do you think out of the ones you picked is most likely to make it into Thor 4? I think I would have picked that one.
With the exception of Immigrant Song, because we all know that that's a gimme that's going to be in the movie at some point.
Right.
Although we were just deciding when.
They did shy away from that in Infinity War.
Well, it wasn't a Thor movie.
Yeah, but that was his moment.
Right. No, yeah, look at our edit of that scene. I think it's pretty good.
I don't even think it's our edit. Didn't we snub that from another?
No, I edited that.
Oh, you put
Someone
that
made
together.
it. I made a better version of my opinion.
Okay. Sure.
So people had the same idea as us, of course, because duh, it's right there. Just fucking do it.
Right.
But I edited a special version of it.
I get a little deflated every time that scene comes on, and it's not. I know that scene's supposed to pump you up, and I'm like,
oh,
this isn't the song.
You mean when you're actually watching Infinity War? Yeah, no, totally. No, I totally get that. Yeah, they're because it's Thor. Okay, now I am talking about it. It's Thor appearing in Wakanda. There were other moments in the movie where you could have played the Avengers theme song.
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
No, they
made a decision.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one. I think it's the wrong one.
It's second place.
Yeah.
There's every song in existence, and they picked the second most appropriate one.
Right, yeah. That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
But yeah, so I am excited to hear more tunes. As well, I think I conclusively gotten the thumbs up that there is only one song from either of my lists that made it into this, which I guess I'd prefer, because the less that are in this game, the more there could be in the film.
Right. So we're getting, this is not about video games, we're getting Thor first, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Did you see, I actually meant to bring this up during the regular podcast, but since we're talking about it, did I? Hold on, let me see if I bookmarked it like I thought I would. There was no, I didn't. Okay, never mind. There was like James Gunn was like responding to people on Twitter, and people were essentially like, you should do this in Guardians 3.
He was like, keep saying them and they won't be in it.
Right. No, he was just very like, someone was like, you should do this, and he was like, I'm not going to do that. And then someone else was like, I bet that you're just saying you're not going to do because you already did and you don't want to. And he was just like, that is not what happened. He's just like completely like, here's all the information I have. Like,
good. Stop
doing this, please. It was very funny. It was very like parents calming down a group of children.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
Okay.
Moving on to gaming news.
Yes.
Same layout as the podcast previous.
Yes. So with the gaming news, there's some important things that happened, and we're just going to be like, this happened. And then there's some things that we're probably going to talk for a few minutes about.
Okay, sure.
So, to no one's surprise, the internet's ablaze for some reason, but to no one's surprise, in-person E3 was canceled again.
Yeah.
For 2022. So we're just going to have the digital event, which went fine last time. Capcom shit all over the floor. But the event went out without a hitch. The event went off without a hitch. That's how you say that. Maybe I said it right the same way twice. Who knows? So that was announced. I was not surprised. I was like, yeah. The fucking headlines. It was like E3 canceled. I was like, why? And then I read it. I was like, oh, the in-person event. Yeah, no shit. I didn't think we were doing that anymore. PlayStation. So PlayStation VR is not technically compatible with PS5.
Okay.
It is, but like wasn't supposed to be. It's kind of like the GameCube controller for Switch type thing.
Yeah.
So they've officially announced the PS5 VR thing they're doing, and they're calling it PSVR 2, which is an odd title because it's the PS5, but it's the second VR, and they treat that like it's its own console.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's odd.
I know that they have a numbering convention, and their numbering convention is numbers.
Yeah.
But I feel like it could have a jazzier name.
I mean, I'd rather that than the PS PlayStation.
Yeah. Kirby and the Forgotten Realm, I think is what it's called. The like Breath of the Wild inspired Kirby game.
Sure.
It got a release date.
Nice.
I didn't write it down. It was like March. It was soon. If you don't know what that is, it's a game that Nintendo stole from me from a video essay I made about what a open world
Disney and Nintendo just hire us.
Just fucking hire us. I will replace.
We're right here.
I know you're looking for a Kathleen Kennedy replacement. I could
oh my
do
god.
that.
Oh, you jumped right for that. I would have taken an intern. I would have taken janitor. You
Yeah.
jumped right for the
Yeah.
top. Wow.
No, if Disney's really listening, I'll take guy who brings the guy
Yeah,
who.
guy who cleans the toilets. Just
Yeah.
take us.
I'll even take like the guy who isn't an intern but gives coffees to the intern. But like if
Yeah,
you do
you got
want
to start somewhere.
if you do want to replace Kathleen Kennedy, anyways,
I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige or Dave Filoni or John Favreau might top you a little
might
bit.
do a better job. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
not
might
even-
be next on the list
Yeah,
before me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy who made the guy who helped make the Guardians.
The second guy who made Star Wars. Just made Star Wars, brought it back to life. It was dead, it was buried, and he Frankenstein that shit back together with his good buddy Dave Filoni. Yeah, that guy might be a little bit above you.
No respect for J.J. Abrams.
Well, I'll use a term you just used. He started off being the golden boy, and then he shit
all over the floor. Yeah, it's a great catch-all, isn't it? That's really what Capcom and Rise of Skywalker did. It's such a good descriptor. Mario Kart rumors. There's been some Mario Kart buzz.
No shit. It's only been 10 years. It's only been like 1,000 years. Yeah, there should be.
So
I was never gonna be surprised when this finally fizzled to the top.
So here's what people are talking about. One, there are rumors, and I usually don't bring rumors, but these ones have a lot of talking points, and even if these rumors are fake, a new Mario Kart's on the way. I promise you.
Okay.
One, technically the first system to have 2 Mario Kart games, because it'll be
true.
But 8 came
Not
out on Wii
technically,
U,
though, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's why I said technically. It's 8 came out twice. The second version's obviously better, but it is a Wii U game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this will technically be the Switch's Mario Kart.
Yeah, this will be the Switch's Mario Kart. What's interesting about it is that there's 2 what do you call them, like beta titles.
Okay.
So these probably won't be the title of the game, but they could be. But these are like this is like Blue Harvest. This is like what we're calling the game for now.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them. One of them is Mario Kart Crossroads, which is an interesting thing because
that gives me some theories. Sure.
because one, we dropped the number. We're back to having a subtitle.
Right.
And 2, cross is also in the word crossover.
Right. No. That's where my head immediately went to.
But the other tentative name is Mario Kart 10.
Mario stays in his own lane.
No, it's called Mario Kart 10.
Oh.
But hold on. Think about that for a second.
No, I hear you. Do they count the arcade version? Is that 9? Is that
No.
technically 9?
I was like, do they count 8 Deluxe as 9? It's shittier than that. They count Live Circuit as 9. The car.
The toy?
The toy. They count the toy you control with your Switch as Mario Kart 9. Canonical, like in order Mario Kart 9.
Oh, well, we were just talking about this before stream. We found the shittiest Mario Kart game.
Yeah. The Mario Kart that you pay $80 for and play once, and you go, that was neat, I guess. It worked. I guess. Yeah, that's Mario Kart 9.
Yeah, okay, Mario Kart 9, bottom of the list.
Right there.
Below
right
N64.
There, right there below Mario Kart 7 for shittiest Mario Kart game.
Oh, yeah, you were going 7, then N64. So, yeah, 9, 7, 64.
Because sometimes articles will drop and it'll be like, I've seen countless, like, Persona 6, blah, blah, blah. Persona 6 has not been confirmed. It's all rumors. People just assume it's going to happen, like Mario Kart 10, I guess. So, but I never fucking click on those because I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll wait for an official trailer.
Right.
But I saw the word rumor, and I almost looked by it.
Oh, wait, are we done with Mario Kart? 'Cause
No.
I had more. Oh, okay, all right.
No, I saw the word rumor, and I was like, I'm going to skip that. And I was like, wait a minute. It says Mario Kart. And then I was like, wait a minute. Mario Kart 10?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to 9?
Right,
We're doing what Internet Explorer did.
Yeah.
But the Internet Explorer had actual, like, function over form reason to do that. This one's just shitting on the floor, I guess.
That's so weird.
Hey.
That's so weird. 8 Deluxe.
Live Circuit.
9.
Yeah, Mario
then
Kart
10.
Live Circuit.
Right, it's not even 9. It's Mario Live Circuit.
Right.
Oh,
are you talking about quality? Like Mario Kart 8 sales, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sales, and then Mario Kart Live Circuit sales are like
I'm not talking
all the way
about
down here.
sales. I'm talking about content
Oh,
quality.
yeah.
You got 8 Deluxe, and then you got 9. But even weirder is you got 7. You got 8.
Yeah.
You got holy shit, you got 8 Deluxe.
Right.
What the fuck?
You basically have like Double Dash, DS, Wii, 7, 8 is all the way up here,
Right.
and then 8 Deluxe has made it even better.
8 Deluxe is hands down the best Mario Kart game that's ever released.
And then 9 is like the Live Circuit is like, thank fuck that they didn't like base the popularity of the series on that,
Right?
Because I bet you anything
that would have been
it
the
would
last
be canceled.
one.
Oh
that
yeah.
would've been it.
Well, imagine a fucking Japanese executive. Well, Mario Kart's dead. On to something else.
Well, I guarantee you that conversation, even if it was for 3 minutes, did happen, and somebody was like, most people don't even know that this is considered its own Mario Kart.
Right. That's why
The marketing was horrendous for this. Also, it's a toy.
Also, it's a toy, and everyone who played it gave it bad
it's
reviews.
not even an adapter for a system. It's a toy.
You use the Switch to play it.
No, that's fine, but it's okay, then I guess you consider
But you
it
can't
like,
you can't play Mario Kart Live Circuit without the toy, because the
Right.
toy has a camera on it.
Right, because I was just going to say, I guess it's like Duck Hunt for the SNES.
No, yeah, that's the thing. You could play DDR without a DDR pad.
Right.
But you cannot play shitty ass Mario Kart 9 without the $60+
Yeah.
toy. And sometimes that works. Ring Fit was a great experience, like everyone who bought Ring Fit loved it and it sold well. This is the same thing. It's a thing you have to buy for the game, and it just no.
I really think they cannot fail with Mario, because they always do the weird indie shit with Mario. Remember that time they were like, buy cardboard from us? Trust me, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Buy cardboard.
That wasn't Mario specific.
It didn't
You're talking
start
about-
Mario specific. I thought it at least started Mario specific.
No, Nintendo Labo had like a game cartridge with it,
Oh,
and there were
okay.
Labo games, but most of the game was building it.
The Rabbids game?
But you could sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
You could play Mario Kart with the Labo you could play like Smash Brothers with the whatever, but it wasn't specifically Mario Kart. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle,
No, good game or not,
crazy good game.
that's fine. They wouldn't have done that with any other IP of theirs.
No, they really, I get what you're saying.
They
it's
think
like,
they cannot fail with Mario. They will throw whatever shit they want
Right.
and slap Mario's face on it.
because
and
they make a weird experimental Kirby game. No one gives a shit.
right.
But they make a XCOM clone, but it's Mario characters and Rabbids, and people are all over that.
Right.
And they let Ubisoft develop it, you know?
Right. No, that's the point I'm making. There was another example. I cannot think of it for the life of me right now.
A Mario thing?
Yeah, just a Mario thing that was like, why'd you make this?
Right.
I mean, do you want to hold that up? That's an example. They've been doing it forever. Now that I've mentioned it, I gotta hold it up.
The TV show? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. There's Nintendo getting saucy. They then did it. They then did it with The Legend of Zelda, and guess what intro they gave it?
Outro.
Sorry. It's Do the Mario by that TV show.
Yeah, it really
Watch Bopper Flop.
it really is
Another
like
great podcast we have. Video essay.
every other hybrid video essay podcast hybrid. I'll admit it.
Sure.
I've never thought of it like that. That's a great point you bring up. Like every other series they do had like one weird spin-off. Like there's Pikmin 1 and 2 and 3, and those were all great. And then there was Hey You Pikmin or whatever the fuck it was called. And that one was like bad and no one bought it, and they didn't do another Pikmin spin-off.
Yeah.
And then Kirby had Kirby Blowout Bash or whatever it was called that in my video essay that they stole from. Talk about
Animal
how-
Crossing had Amiibo Fest.
Holy shit, it did. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're brewing up a new video essay.
That's
when Nintendo thinks their IP can't fail, so they get weird with it.
But they get weird with it specifically.
Got water right in my eye.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah.
Specifically with Mario, and if Mario fails, they're like,
They don't give a shit.
Right.
They're like, it's Mario. We took a hit.
it's kind of
He's
like
gonna be fine.
it's kind of like Disney's mentality towards this stuff, where they make the John Carter movie and it cost them like $400 million to make, and then it made $4 in theaters, and they're like, oh well, we own Avengers, so we have Avengers money.
This was a weird thing they did with Mario. I don't know if people can see that.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at the Super Mario Kart poster that Thunder has in his
room. You're
room.
Small right now, but they can see most of it.
That was a weird indie thing that they did with Mario. Why are they in karts? There was a conversation about that at one point.
Right.
What are you talking about? They're racing. They hate Bowser. What's he doing there? King Koopa, I think he is in that game.
That was especially weird because back then you have to think about the conversation that happened, and the conversation that happened was, we are Nintendo. We own the NES. What is the most popular NES racing game? It's F-Zero. We made that one too. So there's not like, oh, Sonic has a racing game, we have to make a Mario one. It was, we want to make a Mario racing game because fuck you.
No, that's my point is they get I keep saying indie. That's not the word I'm looking for.
I get what you mean, though. It is technically an incorrect word to use, but I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah, there's absolutely a proper word I'm looking for. They get abstractly. They get conceptual. Conceptual is the word I'm looking for. They get crazy conceptual with IPs that they think won't fail.
And sometimes it pops off, like with Smash Brothers and Mario
like
Tennis.
Super Mario Kart.
And then sometimes it's Mario Live Circuit, play with your pet or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff. Mario Kart's going to come out when this is a big, huge, jam-packed year for Nintendo. I bet you this is their holiday push, because I don't think BOTW2 is going to be ready in time. I really don't. I think E3 is going to be all about Mario Kart Crossroads, and
I'd love that.
It's going to be out by Christmas.
We didn't even really talk about the fact that, without giving anything away, just in the title concepts, they've kind of already confirmed with us that they are going in the direction that you and I were thinking. Yeah,
this is the topic we talk about the most and haven't made a video essay out of it yet. They're gonna make Smash Brothers Kart, and it's gonna be great, and they're gonna somehow not put Waluigi in it.
I think that's a great title for it too.
Super Smash Kart, Smash Brothers Kart.
That's a good one, but if they're keeping it simply in the Mario Kart IP,
I think Mario Kart Crossroads.
Crossroads is a good title.
No, that's an incredible title, because Mario Kart Crossover would do the job, but like Crossroads is like a driving thing. Yeah. So there is one more news story that I want to talk about. This one kicks ass.
All right.
So there's an indie game that just came out that I've never heard of until this story broke. It's called Buck Up and Drive, okay?
Okay.
It's a racing game. And it's meant to look retro. It actually looks really cool. The graphics are like retro inspired, but it's clearly like, it looks like it's using Mode 7, but it's like on Steam, you know? It's cheap. You could probably get it for like, I think it's like $7 for the full game.
Okay.
So in the background of the racing game, in the environment, there are billboards. And some of the billboards have LGBT flags on them. Now, some players of this game, I'm going to call these players assholes, don't like that, and they're like, politics in my video games, I don't want to look at the LGBT flags. So they go to the options menu to see if they can shut them off. On a normal game, the option would be, the answer would be absolutely not. That's how they want the game to look. You're not going to be able to get rid of the LGBT flags.
Right.
Sorry, get over it.
Right.
But
I wouldn't even think of changing it.
Right.
Like if there was something in a game I didn't like, I wouldn't be like, how do I get rid of this graphic?
Right. Well, fucking people with Steam have like this. This is a little divergent, but people with Steam have this like, you can refund. You get one free full money back refund on Steam if you do it within 2.5 hours.
Okay.
For your like lifetime. So people like dangle that over developers' heads, like, don't put a Black Lives Matter sticker in Cook Serve Delicious 3 or else I'll return it. It's like, fuck off. Just play the game. It's fun. If you really hate Black Lives Matter movement, just ignore it.
Right.
But so the assholes who want to turn off LGBT flags, they go to the options and they do find an option. And it simply says LGBT flags, and the options are on or off. Except in this case, off means a normal, regular, as intended number of LGBT flags, and on means an over-excessive amount of LGBT flags.
That's funny.
Because they just want to troll these people. And, like, good for them for multiple reasons. Like, for the obvious ones, for sticking to their guns. But also, I ain't never heard of this game before. And now it's on my wish list. I kind of want to play it. It looks dope.
Okay.
And the only reason I looked it up is because this news story broke about how they fucking dunked on a bunch of, anti-gay people.
It's so weird how upsetting, how upset people can get just over flags. Like, there's Nazi flags in games. There's swastikas in games.
Right,
and
time period appropriate. Like, flags.
It's like, whatever.
And people,
I mean, me personally, some people take offense to the
exactly.
swastikas and stuff in the game. And, like, I get it, but, like, it's part of the game.
Right.
It's part of the time, and it's part of the game.
That's the thing. That's where my head is at with this stuff, too. It's like people are like...
It's appropriate.
People are like, I tried to turn it off, but it didn't work. It's like, why did you even try to turn it off?
Right.
Why didn't you just have the thought, like, oh, that sucks, but it's the game. Like, I wouldn't... Like, there's some things that you should be able to turn off, like subtitles, you know? But, like, the background environments, you expect there to be an option. Like, and I love that there is one, and the option is fuck you for thinking there's an option for turning the gay flags off.
It just blows my mind that anybody even found that. I mean, it must have been by accident, because nobody looks at the background in the game and be like, I need to shut that graphic off.
Yeah, I think if you're a normal person... You look at all
you
the...
assume it's part of the code, and unless you're going to recode this game, you can't shut that background off.
Well, right, but then if you're a normal person like me, you would look at the options menu at least once, and you see LGBT flags, and you're like, they're off? But I saw a few, and then you experiment, and you're like, oh my god, this is incredible. Good for the people who make Buck Up and Drive. I think this might be their first game.
I never thought I'd see a video game with the word buck in it. And also be over the top LGBTQ friendly.
Oh, I know. So I feel like I was supposed to update this make a video game list, and I didn't do that.
Oh yeah, that's supposed to have been updated for a while now.
My bad. That's on me. Then I think what we'll do is we'll have you pick from the bottom list, and I'll pick the genre, just looking at the...
Okay.
But we'll pick them, so I'm not like... We'll pick them separately.
Okay.
So let me just look at what we've done.
Actually, do you want to pick a genre first, and then I'll pick a number?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the genre first. I just did. I'm not going to tell it to you.
Okay, I see.
So
now I pick a number.
Yeah, let me just double check, make sure. Yeah, we're
good.
Oh,
that's a good genre.
Yeah,
that's
all right.
a good one.
Yeah, number 1 to 50.
Okay. And we've got 44.
Pick again.
No. 43.
43. Okay.
Okay.
43 is good. 43. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, we have to be careful with 43 because
it's toothpaste and sandbox games.
We did that one. It's called 2 Fours.
I know.
So number 43 was...
Oh, by the way, we're making a video game.
Yes.
Did not explain any of that for Twitch. We're doing our segment, which is called We Make a Video Game or something. It's one of the things you can make us do.
Yeah. So...
Except we do
exactly.
it here.
So except we're doing it right now. Yeah, so... we have a random genre and a random noun, essentially, proper noun. And those are our prompts, and then we're going to talk about what would happen if we made a video game off of it.
Yeah.
Number 43 is the word Cleric. So this is a Dungeons & Dragons class. A Cleric is, I feel like when I made this list, I meant to put Druid, but I did put Cleric, so we're sticking with it.
Okay.
Clerics are healers, but you don't have to heal. You're a magic user, and your offense is not as good as your defense and your healing properties. And number 20 on the top list is Mmorpg. So we're talking World of Warcraft. We're talking Lord of the Rings Online. We're talking massively multiplayer online role-playing game like Final Fantasy
Okay.
14. So
Okay.
you
Clerics are okay. So clerics are D&D property.
no.
Okay, so like troll. That's just a term
Right,
that is
right.
in D&D, but they don't own it.
Right.
Okay.
I was just specifying that I think when I added it to the list, I was thinking let's pick a D&D class. We don't have to stick
you
with that
picked
for
an odd
the
one, but yeah, I know.
Like
what you
I
mean.
said, I
Druid
think I
would've
meant
been
to
more
pick Druid,
interesting.
but
that's fine.
we'll roll with it. Now, here's the interesting part. In MMOs, there are classes. So, like, in D&D, you could play... I mean, in World of Warcraft, you could play, like, you know, a human fighter or a panda
I
monk or
got
whatever.
I already got it.
You already got it? Okay.
I already got it.
All right.
So
Fucking Daphne is like, stop yelling.
you're a cleric, right?
Yeah. So
everybody starts off as a cleric. You have to.
Okay.
Down the road, once you've leveled up enough, you can multi-class.
Okay.
I also think a huge draw in, considering the genre. You can pick what race right off the bat.
Yeah.
What race, and it's extensive. What what do you want your pronouns to be? What do you want?
Oh, yeah.
Because they got to make up for the fact that you are this one class. This is what you are.
If MMOs, by the way, if MMOs aren't already doing specify your pronoun, like, come on, gang, just do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't fuck around. The only MMO I fucked around with was Lord of the Rings Online, and I literally have such fond memories of it that I the other day was like, let me go see what that's about, and it is shut down. You cannot play it anymore.
That sounds about right. So it's open world.
Yeah.
As intended.
So
but
everyone so I think that because everyone starts as a cleric but they start as a different race, I think that that's going to choose your starting location. Because
Sure.
what was cool about Lord of the Rings Online, the only MMO that I have actual experience in, is your class didn't matter. Your race determined where you started. So I was playing as an elf, so I started in Rivendell.
Oh, okay.
And if you are a hobbit, you start in Hobbiton. But, like, it's an MMO, so you can go to Hobbiton if you want.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun game.
It was fun. It took place canonically after the books, which was cool. There was a giant Thorin Oakenshield statue, because it's like, long-lost warrior, dead now, but big, huge warrior Thorin Oakenshield. And, like, at the time I was playing, the movies had just come out, and I was like,
that's
cool. I
cool.
get that. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
really
it was
cool.
neat. It was
Big map?
It was all of it. It was all of Middle-earth.
That's crazy.
It was, yeah. And they had yeah, I remember literally, like, when I started playing, they had just added the Gap of Rohan.
Wow.
Like, they were still expanding the map to make it, like, all of Middle-earth, essentially.
So I think instead of random battle encounters or storyline battle encounters, I think you're joining parties. I think for the main through line, there's a party that you weave in and out of. When they need your help, you help them. When they don't, you're doing side quest stuff. And I think side quests could be as simple as a small battle taking place in the road. You can fight. You're not going to be very good at it. Your point is to be the
okay.
the
So
cleric.
you're saying, okay, so I thought you meant a party of other actual people.
No.
I thought you meant, yeah, okay.
There's
so you're saying the story of the MMO is going to be, and this is the same for everyone, there's a bunch of NPCs that make up a party, and you are one part of that party.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay,
you're
so
loosely part of that party.
Right. Okay, I actually kind of, I kind of like that. That's sort of a, I don't know if this is exactly what you're suggesting, but I'm envisioning, like, you can do multiplayer stuff. Obviously, it's an MMO, but the story is probably going to last, rather than 120 hours. Maybe the story lasts 20 or 25 hours, and at the end of it, you get your second class. Now you do the bulk of the multiplayer stuff.
Sure,
that would be a unique take on MMOs, and it's one that I do not hate. I actually like that quite a bit.
Cool. Nailed it.
So, one question I pretty much already know the answer to.
It's called Cleric Party.
No,
it's not.
Bad. That sounds like a Mario Party game. Another weird spin-off that could have broken bad. Mario Party. Obviously a fantasy setting, right? Is what we're going for.
Yeah. That'd be nuts if it wasn't, but like no, we're not that bold. We're not that bold.
Is there an MMO that takes place in like modern day or even like steampunk era? Because I don't think so. I think they're all like high fantasy themes.
Cleric-based modern MMO, it would be Nurses during the years of 2020 to 2022.
Can we change our game entirely?
What if that's DLC or something? What if there's just, we made a whole other game within this game? Enjoy it.
Oh man, that sounds cool though. That sounds really cool. Okay.
Which direction are we going in?
Oh God, no. We should stick with our original.
Heads or tails? Oh my God. I'm gonna pick a different quarter. I could not make heads or tails of that quarter.
No, I don't think we have to flip. I think let's just stick with our original. Oh, he's doing it anyways. I say tails. Tails never fails.
Heads.
Fuck. Well,
heads. We stick with our original story.
Yeah. So last thing we got to do. Because that was quick. I feel like sometimes we talk for quite a bit about those, but that I feel like
no, we had that ready to go.
I feel like MMO, as open as MMOs are, when you're making one, there's not much deviation you can do. So I feel like yeah, no, I like what we came up with. We got a name. We got to title this bitch. I think that this is just my opinion. I think the word cleric should not be in the title.
Oh, I had a good one.
Okay, well, what were you going to say?
Actually, it's going to expand the story. I think there's a guild of clerics, and you keep reporting back to this guild. Like, you're helping people. They want to know that you're helping people.
Yeah.
Kind of like The Witcher, but they're sorcerers of sorts. They have, like, a guild of sorcerers, and they're like, you gotta help people out in this area, you gotta help people out in this area. I don't know a lot about The Witcher, but from the TV show, at least, it seems like that's what happens. I think this is just a group of clerics that are like, we all want to help people out, so you help people out in this area, this area.
And so I think you could have, I know you're about to drop a title, I think that during the main story, I feel like most of your player-to-player interactions are going to take place there.
Sure, right, exactly.
Because I'm picturing like a huge tavern.
Sure.
With a bunch of NPCs, and you can just hang out there, do whatever.
Sure. And I think it's called Court of Clerics.
Ooh, I like that. I like alliteration. I like that. Court of Clerics.
Did I just start to finish just knock the first one live on Twitch? No editing involved, nothing like that. We just knocked that one out.
Court of Clerics. Cleric. And Mmorpg. Mmorpg. as they say it.
Yeah.
Everyone who plays WoW says this is my favorite Mmorpg.
Now they're playing cock.
What is cock? Oh my God, that's our game. No.
Not my intent.
No. We can call it Court.
No, that's the title.
Court. Well, no. Now I'm trying to actually make it cock. It could be Court of Cleric
Killers.
Killers. I don't know. No, then cleric killers mean you're killing clerics. And not the other way around. No, Court of Clerics, also known as cock. WoW, LOL, cock. You got World of Warcraft, WoW, League of Legends is LOL, and now you got cock entering the mix. Thank you for listening to cock. But yeah, no, seriously though, thank you for
thank you for
watching. Thank you for listening. So yeah, there's a YouTube video first.
Sure.
Thank you for watching. This has been our.
Look at your camera.
I do actually. Yes. Hi. Thank you for being here with us for the podcast where we talked about video games. We hope you. Oh, the stream just crashed. I think. No, it's still up. No, it's not.
No, it crashed.
It just crashed. Oh my God.
Well, for those of you listening on YouTube, we'll see you later.
Okay, actually, yeah, it's still recording, so we're still for YouTube. Thank you for watching. This has been the Gaming Podcast, as always. Like we said, if you want to catch this live, every other Friday, EST, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. rather, 6-ish. That's when we'll be recording these live. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time, I've been Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Our channel has daily uploads from podcast video essays, Let's Plays to skits.
Be sure to watch on Twitch. We stream all our video game and podcast content live at 5 EST every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Our intro is by Brad Kendrick and music by Froggy and the Friendship. Link to all that in the description below.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.